Alright, back at Kentucky Dragway, gonna do some bracket racing on motor iron. And then Brandon showed up. He's gonna see what that thing does. He fixed the back of the intake and then it blew the ducting off the front of the intake. And we got Willis over here in his Pontiac Le Mans, big block. He gonna run some bracket racing with us. Alright, Brandon's gonna make a pass. Hopefully I can get next to him. I'll make a pass with him, but I didn't bring the GoPro, so we'll see. Well, Brandon had some issues. He's coasting in. Hopefully he'll make it. If not, I'll go push him. Alright, there's me and Brandon. I run at 1237 at 107. It hesitated on me on launch. I cut a good lot. He asked me, he said, "You think 5 gallons would have done it on the dyno?" I said, "No." He's out of gas. So we're gonna go put some gas in it. Well, Brandon put gas in it and it started right up. He had 5 gallons in it to do the dyno, and he was messing around on the street some. I told him, I said, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he didn't have enough for the dyno. Well, I think this might be Brandon. We're about to see. I don't know what happened. It sounded like he let off of it. So about right here in that video, you could hear Brandon let off the gas. And it was right when the boost started to come in. This thing's got 273 gears and it's on a foot brake, so it takes forever for it to get up on boost. But he's got a bi-supply tire in the rear and a radial in the front. Any of you guys that know anything about bi-supply wobble, and especially with a radial on the front, it's pretty substantial, and it'll kind of freak you out and make you think the car's coming out from under you, but it's not. It just, if you got bi-supplies on the rear, you get a wobble. No matter if you have bi-supplies on the front or not, you're going to feel a little bit of wobble. But now if you have radials on the front, it's even worse. It is kind of scary. And I think the boost was coming in. I think, this is just my opinion, I think the boost was coming in and he was getting that wobble and he thought it was coming out from under him and he was letting off the gas. I think that's what happened. He only made 2 passes. I tried to talk him into doing more and trying to push through that wobble, but he had to get up early in the morning to go to work. So he only did these 2 passes. Let's see what I run. I run a 1234. Terrible reaction time. 1234 and a 1237. Alright, I did my first round of Sportsman. I thought for sure I cut a good lot. Let's see. It wasn't as good of a lot as I thought I had. What's that say? Oh, 93. Oh no, that's not good. 018. Oh, he cut a really good lot. And I was 04 over. I let off right at the end because I thought I passed him. 1405 to he run a 10th over. I run 04 over, but then he beat me about 0.8 on the tree. So he beat me by 012. Man, that was close. If I dialed in tighter, I would have won. Car runner, well, that's the best it's run all night. But if I dialed in at 1230, I would have won that one, even though he killed me on the lot. .75. My math serves me right. Yeah. So he had a 075 to play with up top. So that's what he beat me on the tree. And then I ran closer to my dial in, 041, and he was 104, which give him 0.012 win. Man, if I'd have dialed in a 12.3, if. Well, that's my best pass on motor so far. I'm gonna try one on the trans brake a little bit later. My best pass, the DA is about 500 right now. My best pass at that DA is a 1226, 12 to 1232. So we'll try one on the trans brake later and see what that does. See what the difference is. Well, Brandon ran another pass, but only ran a 13 something again. I think it's got 273 gears in it. Plus it don't have a converter. So it takes it forever to build boost, and I think when it's coming into boost, it's freaking him out a little bit, and he lets off of it. So plus his shifter linkage ain't right, so he's letting it shift itself, so there ain't no telling what the modulator is set to shift it, just leaving it in drive. So he's going to try one more pass, see if he'll stay in it all the way this time. But the gambler closes it up now. Wow, man, this phone zooms in. See, my other phone, when it hit the lights, you'd have this big streak. This one don't do that. Like my new phone. Well, Brandon decided not to make another pass, but the DA dropped about 130, and I'm gonna try a trans brake pass. So that 130 DA drop shouldn't make that much of a difference, but like I said, the fastest I've ever ran on foot brake, which the DA was actually negative, was a 1226, 1228, and the fastest I've run tonight's a 1232, 1234, and a 1237. So let's see what it does on the trans brake. See if we can get a 1210 and get our personal best on the brake. I'm racing this 5th gen Camaro, I believe. Well, there you go, guys. I picked up a whole 10th, over a 10th with the trans brake. That's my best pass so far, 1221. My best 60 foot, 164, and a 772 in the 8th. I was racing that 5th gen Camaro with the LS3 in it. I got him off the line, and then he come rushing around me. Trapped 116 to my 109. I was ahead of him though, the 60 foot. And he came around me. Oh yeah, he come around me by the 330. But I mean, it looked pretty close all the way through there. Well, that was fun. So I picked up a whole 10th, pretty much the same DA, run a 1232 on foot brake and run a 1221. I bet it'll run a 1210. I just have to make a few more passes. But yeah, I picked up a whole 10th on the trans brake. DA is a little better. Let's see if we can get this 1210. And negative DA, my best was a 1226, and it's about 100 DA now. So ran a 1221 on the brake, which is my best. But see if we can go a little faster. Well, I ran a 12.2 that time, 12.22. So the last pass was faster. I think this car likes to have a little bit of heat in it. I went up there and it was completely cold. It's still completely cold. I'm about out of gas. Yeah, I think that's about all she's got in her. Got a good light, 06. Yeah, I thought it'd run a 12-teen. It probably will if I made a few more passes, but that's good enough for me. We'll be coming back tomorrow and do the trophy race. Y'all have a good one.